I want to use the power rule in this function to find its derivative. Unfortunately, the power rule doesn't work really well with square roots, so what I need to do first is rewrite this expression using fractional exponents. Square root of x can be written as x to the 1/2, and 2 over the square root of x can be written as 2x to the negative 1/2. And with this in mind, I can now go ahead and use the power rule. The power rule says bring down the power as a coefficient and reduce the power by 1. Same thing's going to happen over here. The negative 1/2 comes down in front and it gets multiplied by the 2, making negative 1 x to the negative 3/2. And now while this would be a fine answer, sometimes you want to rewrite this in a way that's algebraic. So I'm instead going to revert back to our square root ways. X to the negative 1/2 is another way of saying 1 over 2 square root of x, and x to the negative 3/2 is a way of saying 1 over x times the square root of x. Further, you could actually further get a common denominator. Notice that this denominator has a 2 while this denominator does not, and this denominator has an extra factor of x while this denominator does not. So I'm going to give this guy an x. Let's do this in green. I'm going to say x over x here. I'm going to say times 2 over 2 here. So this is going to give me x over 2x root x. 2 times 1 is 2, so I have minus 2, all divided by 2x root x, and I know they can share the same denominator because I've got a common denominator now. X times 2 times root x, x times 2 times root x. And so this is a simplified answer.